The sky is the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season, there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honors Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to even be mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur. But I held on to that trophy, felt the weight of it in my hands. And no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And the story of the Raiders season, Charles, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The brand new stadium, no one really knew what to expect. The Raiders hadn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season. But much like the Vegas hockey team did in their first season, here are the Raiders trying to win it all.
Yeah, good fortune smiled on them and the Vegas hockey team their first year in town, right? But how about this football franchise? Remember, in the past, they and the Colts, the only franchise to win a Super Bowl in two different cities. Now they're trying to win in their third city. And I'll tell you this, if they pull it off, they won't just be celebrating in Vegas. I think they'll be smiling in Oakland as well.
Meanwhile, it has been a roller coaster ride in Chicago the last few years. They've been up, they've been down, they've had double doinks, but now the Bears are back looking for what would be just their second Super Bowl title.
Now, we do know that the Bears had plenty of success pre-Super Bowl because they won 8 NFL titles to be exact. But as you just mentioned, looking for their second Super Bowl win, they did have another appearance in the big game. That was one that they lost to Peyton Manning and the Colts in Super Bowl 41. The win prior, Super Bowl 20, a huge blowout against the Patriots.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
12 yards there and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 41-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running is Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here's Carr to throw.
6-yard line.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
That's good for another one.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw. Cecil. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. You know, what a story this could be for this young signal caller. High draft pick, got the weight of the franchise on his shoulders, and now here he is, first rookie quarterback ever to start a Super Bowl, trying to become, of course, by extension, the first rookie quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl.
It is amazing, especially in recent years with as many rookies as we've had who started at quarterback, that we're just now getting the first one to get to a Super Bowl and try and win it. Phenomenal season, phenomenal accomplishment. He's broken down a lot of barriers. You get the sense that this is his first, not even close to being his last.
And he already has some hardware to his credit. Remember last night, he took home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors at the NFL Awards Gala.
What a great way to go into the Super Bowl knowing that you have that award in your pocket.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The tackle by Robert Quinn. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Carr. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the...
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again. Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on 1st down. Cecil. That's caught by Montgomery. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to David Montgomery.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55.
At the 20-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You think about the great young quarterbacks we have in the game today. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl winner last year. Lamar Jackson, last year's MVP. How is this young man compared to what those guys have done?
Well, I think everything's pretty similar except for this. He's won playoff games and gotten to the Super Bowl as a rookie. Lamar Jackson, he won the MVP his 2nd year in the league. Patrick Mahomes, he did the same thing and then won the Super Bowl his 3rd year in the league. This guy right out of the gate has gotten to the Super Bowl. I think those two look...
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, Cecil. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cecil. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Carr now on 1st down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 55 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Cecil. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They run, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Cecil, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Josh Jacobs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
First on the tackle.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Montgomery. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Max Crosby on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Cecil. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Richard on the return. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, Cecil. And Robinson with a big catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Taken down at the 41.
The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run the counter. Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Nassib, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Bears 17. Raiders 7.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 10, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. To throw, Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.